Hey, happy Monday. How you doing? It's good to see you. I am sitting in front of Lidl right now because Aldi had no bread. That guy looks, you can't see him. That guy looks like, who was the long-haired guy that was like on all the romance novels back in the 90s? What was his name? Shit. I can see his face plain as day. The one with the long hair. Anyway, a guy just walked by that looked like his skinny younger brother. He had the same look about him, the same hair, but he was very, very willowy. Fabio. Yeah, it looked like Fabio's skinny younger brother. Sorry, that has nothing to do with anything. Yeah, I need some bread and I want to get some soup. I've just been in the mood for soup lately for some reason. I wanted something warm to eat that would be quick to make. And yeah, I haven't really had any soup all winter. I actually had a can of chicken noodle soup for lunch today. And I wanted to come here and get like some vegetable beef soup or something. Get a couple of cans of that. And see what other kinds they might have. I like the home style chicken noodle soup with the big vegetables and the egg noodles. And basically no chicken in it. And it used to have more chicken in it. But it's good. I thought about getting some of that. And they didn't have any bread at Aldi. They had bread. I was looking for sandwich bread because we're having grilled cheese sandwiches tonight and something with it, but I'm not sure what yet. I don't want soup again. I had soup for lunch. And I need I like just plain white sandwich bread. I don't want wheat bread. You don't get fancy with me. Just give me some white bread. If I'm making grilled cheese or a tomato sandwich, I just want plain white bread. Don't give me this fancy shit. Just give me plain ass, terrible for you white bread. That's the way it works. Aldi didn't have any. My 50-cent loaves of Love and Fresh bread, they haven't had that shit in forever. But they had the sad little square bread that's too thin. They had that. But when I went by there, they didn't even have that. They had no white bread, and I wasn't the only one. There was another man standing there, and we both just simultaneously went, "What the hell?" I know, right? There's no freaking bread here. They had honey wheat, which is always too dry, and my kids hate it. And then they had gluten-free bread, which was like $7 damn. And then they had keto bread, which my kids also hate. And it's too small. I don't want it. It's little, like a breadlet. Like it's too little. I can't make grilled cheese with that shit. So, and I don't even know how it would do making grilled cheese. At any rate, I thought, well, just pop down to Lidl and get you some bread. You wanted the best bread for grilled cheese, but my cheap ass won't buy it. I bought it one time because I was in Walmart trying to get white bread again for grilled cheese, and they didn't have the store brand white bread. That's a train. But they had this bread, and it Bimbo. It's Bimbo. I don't think it's pronounced that way. I'm not sure. Their plain white bread is the best for grilled cheese, hands down, better than any other brand of bread for grilled cheese sandwiches. Oh my Lord, it's the perfect thickness, it's the perfect size, texture, taste, absolutely perfect for grilled cheese. Oh my Lord, I couldn't believe how good it was. I don't do Texas toast for grilled cheese because it's too big, it's too thick, and it's just wrong. Now I do like Texas toast for French toast. Now that is damn good right there. That I love using it for French toast, especially if it's just a little bit stale, just slightly stale. That would be good. I should make some French toast. We haven't done that in forever. Man, that would be good. Not today though. I had scrambled eggs for dinner last night. I have these eggs in the refrigerator. I'm trying to use them up before they go bad. We don't normally eat a lot of eggs, but I had to buy some to make a cake for my son's birthday, and I'm trying to use up the rest of the eggs because for what I paid for them, I don't want them to go to waste. But yeah, I'm in here to get bread for grilled cheese and some soup, and that's it. So I made 2 videos today. More files got transferred for my day job. Screw them. I'm trying to remain professional. Like, I have this problem now where when I see anything from them, my first response, I just look at the screen and I go, screw you. I'll get to it when I get to it. Calm down, you assholes. Like, I don't care. The little bit of work we have left, they're pestering us about it. I think they're trying to get us to get it to a certain point so then they can transfer it. So it's like, well, screw you then, you jerks. You transfer all of our work and you don't even tell us why you're doing it. I'll get to it eventually. Calm down. But so I did the 2 videos for the other channel after that, and then I got online and I started looking around at part-time jobs in the area. And so I got a response back from the person I used to work with, and she said she was going to forward my email to some other people to see if they knew of anything. But it's a holiday, so they're not working today, so I don't expect to hear anything today. I mean, maybe later in the week. And I did tell her I was open to other stuff. It doesn't have to be patent work. In fact, I am honestly, I would rather not continue doing patent work. I'm ready to do something totally different. You know, I just want to do something different. I'm ready for a new job. I think I am. I've thought about it a lot. I don't know if I want to, like, for me, when I do my job searches, I'm not searching for patent paralegal stuff. I'm not. I looked a little bit to start with, but now I find myself just looking at other stuff. Like, I'm not even interested in searching for those jobs. I just, plus what I ran into with those jobs, even the remote ones and everything, for part-time work, they're looking for people to work at least 30 hours a week. And I don't want to work 30 hours. I don't want that much time in my day job. I was looking for fewer hours than that, but none of them really, even for part-time, like, they don't really have anything less than that in the areas I'm interested in. So, like, you know what? I don't care anyway. I don't even want to do that. So, I've just been kind of looking around at other possibilities. I mean, shit, I even thought about looking into word processing, which is what I did for 7 years for the firm where I worked for 18 years. The first 7 years I worked there, I worked in word processing. I was the proofreader for the firm, and I did other word processing type stuff. I did a lot of transcription, which I really enjoyed. The great thing about doing transcription was it gave me practice in typing out dialogue, which really helped me when it came to writing my story. To hear just a natural conversation taking place between 2, 3, 4, or 5 people, which could get very confusing, especially if, like, 2 of them sound very similar. Like, I'm not sure who this is. So you just try to, okay, this is person 1, this is person 2, and you don't always know their names, so you just have to, figure out who is who. It can get very complicated, especially if you have to transcribe, like, a conference with a bunch of people. Holy shit. Woo! Yeah, but I learned a lot doing transcription about writing dialogue. To see it and spend hours and hours and hours typing dialogue for years, man, I learned a lot about how a conversation looks, like an actual conversation between 2 real people. And how it kind of flows, how it stops, how it breaks. There is a definite rhythm to conversation, like real conversation. And I think it helped me a lot when it came to writing River Road, which I wrote River Road while I was doing all that work. And I wrote most of it at work when I had nothing to do. When I had no work to do, I would pull that up. I had it saved as a Word document at work. I would pull it up and work on it. If I had a spare 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever, I would just pull it up and work on it a little bit. I wrote most of that book. It took me 4 years and 4 months to write it. I wrote a lot of it at work. I really did. And when there was legitimately, I mean, if I had something to do, I was doing that. But if I had, some downtime, yeah, I'd pull that up and work on it. Plus, it also helped me with my typing speed. So it was kind of like, it was like typing practice, I guess you could say. Not that I really needed it, but it was like typing speed. And I had nothing else to do, so it was either that or sit there twiddling my thumbs. So it was something to do to pass the time. Yeah, so I thought about maybe that. I've looked into a few. I found one job in particular that looked really intriguing. But the problem, and I don't even know that I'll pursue it, but it was very intriguing to me. I read it and I thought, now that sounds cool. But it seems like from the job listing, it's only 1 day a week for like 6 hours. And I'm like, ew, well, I mean, but it did say there was an opportunity to get more hours and more time, as if you stayed and they wanted you longer. It looked really interesting. The only problem is it's a big company, but there is someone significant to me who also works for that company. I do not believe I would be running into this person at all, but it would be kind of weird if I did, if that makes any sense. So that's the one thing that made me go, I mean, it's a small world, But I'm still seriously considering it, because I read the details of this job and I'm sitting here like, that's me. That is so me. I could nail that job. I would be so good at this job. And I think I would really like it. I don't know. Anyway, it's a job that I found today just looking around online at some jobs in the area. And so it wouldn't be remote, so I would actually have to go to work. But it seems like starting out, it's just 1 day a week. Like, okay. I'm very interested. I'll be honest with you. I'm very interested in this job. Has nothing to do with the legal field or anything. It would be a total change from anything I've done for the last 20 plus years. But it's very intriguing. I tell you what. I'm very interested in this job. Do I know that person? I don't know. Sorry. I don't think so. It looks like the car of somebody I know, but I don't think that's the person I know. I think that doesn't look like her. It's a lady, but I don't think it's the person I'm thinking it is. Anyway, sorry. So yeah, I've been looking around at jobs. Do you find it to be kind of exhilarating to look around at new jobs and consider, like, you get this rush of, well, I do, of a change. And I was watching a video earlier today, and there was something that Steve Jobs said. Well, he was like fired from Apple or something. And something about, the change wakes you up from, I can't remember how he said it, wakes you up from a sleep, or it's exhilarating or something. It's liberating. It like frees you. And it gives you this rush of energy that you didn't have before, to find yourself in the position where you have to start over. Starting over and learning new things is exhilarating or something. Or terrifying. I've definitely been in that position too. Oh my God, what am I going to do? It's scary as hell too. It's kind of like being on a roller coaster. It's scary, it's exhilarating, it's thrilling, it's terrifying. It's everything all at once sometimes. But that's life. I mean, life is kind of like that. It's not all fun and games. But anyway, I am looking around at other stuff. I'm at a point now where if I found another job, like say the perfect job landed in my lap today, I would tell the attorney that I work for, I would just contact him and say, look, I've got an opportunity here. I have a new job. Is there one of the paralegals there? Can they just handle what you have left? Because you don't really have much left anyway. Can I be freed? I don't know. Do I need to give a notice? Or, I mean, I'm a contract employee, so I don't know if I have to sign something. I don't know. But can we begin that process? No offense, but I have found another job and I'm ready to move on, because basically I don't have anything left to do anyway. And he would be fine with it. He would be fine. He understands. I mean, he knows. Like, I'm not in the same position he's in where, it doesn't matter. So he would be very understanding about it. So he doesn't know that I wrote a book. And he reads all the time, but I never felt it. I've always, well, not always, but at least as a grown-up, I've always felt like you should keep your personal life and your work life separate. I just think it's for the best, to remain professional and not get too personal with the people you work with. I mean, there's nothing wrong with talking about like family stuff or whatever, but my instinct was always, don't tell them about your book, until like you're ready to part ways or whatever. And I think when I'm leaving, I'm going to tell him that I wrote a book, because it's kind of, it's pretty personal, and I didn't really feel like I should be sharing that with him. It just didn't feel right. Like, I work with this person, and I don't feel comfortable sharing that with him. But when I'm leaving, I'm going to tell him about it, and I'm going to give him the link to the Kindle version of it if he wants to read it. And he'll read it. I mean, he reads all constantly. He's always reading all the time. And so he'll read it, definitely. I'd be curious to see what he thinks of it. So I will tell him about that. And I want to keep up with him, to see how he's doing, and, because we've just sort of become friends over the years. He's he's a cool guy. I've learned a lot from him. I've learned to calm the hell down, and that was one thing working with him has done for me, is he really helped me learn to just calm the hell down. Like, you don't need to spaz about everything. It's okay. It's okay. Most things in life can be fixed. You don't need to get upset. You don't need to stress. If there's a problem, most problems can be solved. It is not worth, having a stroke over. Just calm down. And it took him years of saying that to me, like, it's okay. You don't need to worry about it. It's all right. We can fix it. It's okay. And I really owe him a lot for that, because I'm nowhere near as spazzy as I used to be, for real. I mean, if you'd seen me 20 years ago, I was a totally different person. Oh God, I was just, I was just freaking about everything. And I've learned, plus getting older too, you learn that, most things that you worry about, they don't really matter. I mean, 5 years from now, you're not even going to remember the things that you're stressing out about today. You're not. You won't remember it. I don't. I mean, if you were to ask me what I was stressing about 5 years ago today, I couldn't tell you. I have no idea. I'm sure I was stressing about something, but I don't know what. And that's a good rule of thumb. If it's something that won't matter in 5 years, don't invest a lot of energy in worrying about it now. I mean, of course, if there are problems, you need to address problems. I'm not saying ignore your problems, but yeah, you can't die on every hill you come to and stress about everything. It's just not healthy. So yeah, I've been looking at jobs, and that one is kind of stuck in my head. Like, I know it's only 1 day a week, but it did say if it's a good fit and if everything works out, they could have more work for you. And I'm like, it really, I don't want to give a lot of details on what it was, but I'm reading the job description, and I'm like, that sounds actually great. I want to do that. I want to go work there. And it's not too far from me. And I'm very interested, honestly. I am very interested, to the point where I may actually contact this person and say, hey, there's a job. Would you be freaked out if I applied for that job? Now, it wouldn't be where they work. It wouldn't even be in the same building, I don't think. But it's a big company. So I would check with them first. I would feel it would be disrespectful if I didn't. Like, would it bother you if I applied for that job? And I'm pretty sure they'd say it's fine. But it's not like a mortal enemy or anything like that, is it? I'm not going to go into details, but yeah, I'm really interested in that job. Like, really. I keep thinking about it, like, that sounds interesting. And it may suck ass. I mean, I could get in there and go, this job sucks. I hate this. But it's the kind of thing you're not going to know until you try. But anyway, my instinct still says don't do anything yet. Don't. There's nothing wrong with looking at the jobs that are available. Nothing wrong with that. And I've bookmarked this one. Nothing wrong with looking, but my instinct still says don't do anything yet. Putting out feelers is fine. Looking at jobs is fine, but don't do anything yet. I don't know why I feel that way, but I feel very strongly. My gut is very insistent that I should not do anything yet. So I haven't done anything. I haven't made any commitments or anything. I haven't been on any interviews or anything. But that's where I am. I'm making sure I have money. I hope there's money in there. Look at she'll love this thing. I got this at Ollie's. It has supposed to have like RFID chip reader blocking shit in it or something. It has all my cards. It's like a little accordion. They had these at Ollie's for $3.99. And it's so little. Look at it. It has all my cards in it. It does dent very easily, though, so I have some tiny little dents in it. And it comes in different colors. This is metal. They had one like this. They had a blue one, a black one. I bought several. The only bad thing about it is over time, this little plastic clip right here wears down and it gets to where it doesn't really close anymore. It won't stay closed. But each one of these I've had lasted like a year, and they're $3.99 each. And I figured that wasn't too bad. Every time I go to Ollie's, I look to see if they have any more, but you can find them online. I mean, yeah, it's super great because it just opens right up and you can go right to whatever card you want, like boom, and it's just right there. And it just opens up. You don't have to thumb through all of your cards to find it. And I could take, if I need to put money in there, I can just fold up a 20 and stick it in there. You know, it's just super cool. I like it. So, anyway, I'm going to go in there and look for bread, and then I have to go run a couple more errands, and then I'm going to go back home and see if my videos have finished their checks so I can publish those. And then in a little bit, I'm going to get ready to make grilled cheese. I've already been to an exercise class today as well. I've also done that. And so, sorry, there's a conversation going on. Keep up. One of those ladies works here. She had on a Lidl shirt. Anyway, I am going to go get my stuff. I guess I need a cart. I love that they have the little baby carts here at Lidl. They have the little short ones, you know. But I was here the other day and they were all in use, so I had to get one of the big, long, regular carts. I felt so stupid. I don't like those big carts. I felt put upon. Like, where's my baby cart? Damn big carts. But you don't need a quarter here like you do at Aldi. I still like Aldi better, honestly. Although Lidl's hot dog buns are better. Aldi's hot dog buns fall apart. It's really annoying. You get a pack of 8 and at least 3 of them. You go to take them out and they just split in half. Like, I don't want a tiny hot dog sandwich. Bitch ass. Got to put it together with duct tape or something. Anyway. I hope your Monday is good. I feel weird. You know, I always have this job thing in the back of my mind, and it's always kind of plaguing me a little bit. It never really completely goes away. It's just nagging at me. You got to find another job. I'm like, I know that. I'm working on it. I'm putting out feelers. I'm going to talk. There's another person I want to talk to, but not yet. My instinct says don't talk to that person yet. Just wait. It's actually somebody at another law firm that I want to talk to about a possible job. But my instinct said don't do it yet. Just wait. And so tomorrow's Mardi Gras. We're doing that Mardi Gras video. And next week, I'm thinking about trying to find a day next week to go to IKEA. I thought about it the other day. I thought, we've never made a video in IKEA. Now, we don't have an IKEA here in Greensboro. The closest one to me would be in Charlotte, and it's a little over an hour away. Maybe an hour and 20 minutes or something like that. So, if I can, I don't know what next week is looking like. I can't do it this week. I have too much going on. But maybe one day next week, I can go down to IKEA and make a couple of videos in IKEA. I haven't been to IKEA in like 10 years. I've been there. I think I've only been there once, though. I remember when I went, Glenda the Good Witch and I were still married. And we went down there. And my younger son was so small. He was with us. I think he was the only kid with us for some reason. My older son wasn't with us. And he has 3 kids too. They weren't with us. It was just my younger son. And we had to leave him in the little child care place. They have this little place where you can leave your kid while you shop. And, he loved it. When we got done shopping, we went to buy some closet organization stuff. And we got done, and we went back to pick him up, and he didn't want to leave. I remember he was having so much fun. He told me to come back later. He said, Mom, please come back later. He was like 3 or maybe 4, I don't know. And he wanted me to come back later. He was having so much fun. He had made a little friend in there, and they were playing, and He wanted me to go away and come back later. I said, dude, we gotta go. I'm sorry. We have to go around to the little dock thing and pick up what we bought. So, yeah, we gotta go, man. He was mad. He didn't want to leave. I was glad he was having fun. I was afraid he was in there bored or, whatever. No, he was having a ball. He didn't want to go. But anyway, I'm actually going in there for real. Thank you so much for watching and for being here. I hope the start of your week has been good. And if you work at the post office or the bank, I hope you enjoyed your day off. I was always jealous of people that worked at the post office and the bank. Man, y'all get all the holidays. You get all the days off. When I worked in a law firm, y'all got a lot of days off. I didn't get off, and I was always kind of resentful. Like, well, I can't go to the post office today. Damn it. Bank's closed too. Must be nice. Jealousy. Anyway, I'm going to be quiet now. Thank you so much again for being here. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again soon.